I got a story for you. I got a story for you. My mom walked out for a few minutes. That's according to her. It seemed like an eternity for me. So I wanted to go. I wanted to go see my aunt, right? So I walk out the house. I say bye to my neighbors. You know, bye, and they're like bye, and then we live in an apartment complex at the time. Well, it was a duplex, but still. My mom worked 2 jobs, so don't act like it was a fancy pantsy an apartment building. No, no, no. And I don't know where my brother was. I guess he was at school or something, and I haven't started. Maybe I don't know how old I was. But either way, I was walking down on the side. I was walking from my house to this, I'm walking there, and my aunt doesn't live that far away. But the only problem was there was this big old street, and that street's still there today. That big old street. And it's so big and wide, and it's not a short street either. It's like got 3 layers, man. 3 layers. And you see how far the distance from the other side is, and I'm like, oh no, there's no way I can cross this. No, there's no way I can cross this. So I see this nice police officer giving these old ladies tickets, and you're like, why is he giving these old ladies tickets? Older ladies tickets. Dude, if you ever said that in that time period, you don't know how many times you'd be smacked. Seriously. Okay, these older ladies tickets. Gave her a ticket. I don't know if they were speeding or their lights was out, whatever. And I say to this nice officer, I say to him, he says, I want to go to my aunt's house, and I want to cross the street. Can I have a ride? And the lady's like, we're not going that direction. So the police officer decided to take me to the police station, and what a fun day that was. I think it was on a Saturday. I don't know what day it was. It was on a Saturday or something like that, and my brother was hanging out with his friends or whatever, and I was alone with my mom. So yeah, and I went to the police station. Yeah, that's right. I went to the police station. I don't remember how I got there, but I was there. I was having a conversation with a nice police officer. I kind of spazzed out a little bit back then. I don't know. I was in my own little fantasy world. I couldn't help it. And then we were having a conversation, and we were talking about how nasty vending machine food was. And I'm like, he was saying how nasty vending machine food was. He was a nice officer. I mean, I'm sorry to say this, and I'm not sorry to say this, but there are people who are actually very nice people who are police officers to serve and protect, and they're not all mean police officers. This guy made sure I was safe and took me to the police station. Made sure I was safe and took me to the police station. A kid like me. I just wanted to go to my aunt's house, and she was not that far. And I didn't run away. No, I didn't run away. And I told the police officer the information that they needed, and I said, I live here. This is my phone number. Blah blah blah. And that's what kids were taught to do in the 80s. So the officer called and said, your daughter's at the police station. You know what she probably thought? Oh man, what did she do? First of all, I'm only 8 or 7 years old. What could I do? I mean, seriously. I just wanted to see my aunt. You know, I just wanted to see my aunt, and she lived not too far from where we lived. You know, I mean, if we still lived there, it would have been no big deal. But the traffic's terrible now. So seriously. So I got to spend a day at the police station, and I got to talk to this nice police officer, and the guy who drove me to the police station was very nice too. A lot of discrimination can make people see things that aren't really there, and these nice police officers helped me at 8 years old or 7, I can't remember, and I got a free drink out of it too. And then my mom came in and says, "Is my daughter here?" And I saw her say, "Hey, that's my mom." "Oh, that's your mom?" "Yeah, it's nice talking to you." And I'm like, okay. And then my mom was so fed up. And on the way home, she was so fed up. She said, "I can't believe you did this to me. I can't believe you did this to me. I can't believe you did this to me." She still talks like that today. "I can't believe you did this to me. I can't believe you did this to me. I can't believe you did this to me." You're not getting a snow cone. Snow cone? Yes. They're having snow cones. Who is? The family. You can't have one because of what you did today. I didn't do anything. I just wanted to go see my aunt. That's all I did. I didn't run away from home. But yes, not telling my mom where I went, where I went and just run off like that was disobeying her, yes. But I got a free Coke. I swear, and I talked to a very nice police officer and got to ride in the police. And I don't know if I rode in the front or if I rode in the back or whatever. It was a really awesome day. I mean, not the school system can ever give you a day like that. And got to ride with some really cool police officers. I mean, amazing officers. Amazing officers. And then my uncle decided to give me a snow cone after my mother said no. And she came over here and says, "I told you not to have a snow cone because of what you did." And then my uncle laughed. He says, "I gave it to her." What an amazing story, right? What an amazing story. My mom's right. I scared her thinking that something bad happened to me, but actually God was there. He provided those two nice young gentlemen. Well, they weren't, well, one was old, but help those gentlemen help me, and I'm still here today. So, thank you. Let's see how we're done.